That right there, like it a lot more here for Ninjas in Pajamas, but right now, timer's getting low, down to 20 seconds, and G2 really lost as to what they're doing. Small bake process going through right now for G2, but flames everywhere. They have to try and push in, and right now, it's going to be right through Prep Kitchen. But Ninjas in Pajamas are prepared for this. Citizen trying to fly through, but it's going to be Kayak and Jonka to get it done. Julio will get one, but are they going to be able to find the planter? The plant's still going down. It's down to Kamikaze, and he's going to lose his life from Virtue. G2 throw it at the site, and it works out. On the IQ, like we were talking about earlier, rocking the G8 as well. Fan favorite weapon when it comes to the game. And oh, Citizen able to catch Psycho on a run out. Psycho not seemingly aware that someone was directly above him. Kamikaze taking a lot of damage. He's going to lose his life on white stairs. Muzi to fall as well, but no. Muzi hops outside. Can he get two? Lights up Citizen, but Citizen's got a hell of a lot more bullets than he does. Citizen trying to figure out exactly what he wants to do, but now Ninjas in Pajamas light up the scoreboard inside of the site and take down two as well. And it's going to be an even trade. Julio blocking the door into hell. He'll be able to take down one. It's up to Hungry to solve this equation.
This one's a great example of what we were talking about in the pregame. NIP do not give up fighting regardless of the odds that are placed before them. Hungry, though, going to try to go for this 1v2 clutch. Unfortunately, has to try and shoot out all this utility being deployed towards him. And when he finally makes the aggressive play, Julio's ready to immediately shut it down. That second round going to go handily into the control of NIP himself. With only 25 seconds left, G2 cannot afford to sit back and wait this out, play to just these angles anymore. They need to go for the execute. Unfortunately, if they don't start it soon, they're going to be faced with another situation where they just don't have the time to get in.
Unfortunate timing right now, and Pino on low HP will get one. Kayak walking into reading door right now. They need somebody to start planting, and it will indeed be him as he sets down the case. About 50% through that, but now, can it be stopped? Kamikaze has an option, but oh no, we're going into the post plant. All of a sudden, inside of a 3v5 here for G2. You get some picks to start this off, otherwise it's going to be very risky, and they get it done right. Kamikaze goes down, Pino and Muzi both on very low HP, but Muzi with a fantastic position right now inside of pillars. Walking up to reading door, have one on his side. Citizen with one, can he get the second? He can. Muzi trying to get the shots, but they don't land. Kayak makes it out. Now it's down to Pino on such low HP. He'll be able to get one, but the timer dwindling right now. He has 10 seconds to get this done as he hikes up white stairs, but the angle's already too strong. There's no way that Pino gets out of this. G2 go up by one.
This is looking like a 3v5 clutch coming out from G2. Beautiful stuff from them. Obviously, Pino trying to do his best here, but the time is well gone at this point. G2 take the round, steal the round out of the hands of NIP, and now take the lead at 2-1. G2 are smart. They're going to be able to figure out that, yeah, guys, this is the same setup. They're just rerunning it one more time. Let's go for the execute in the same way, although they're going to run into a few more wrinkles this time, as Virtue is going to be met with a nitro cell here. Kayak trying to work his way down to the hatch. We do have a Toxic Bait, but it is not perfect. It's only blocking off the rotate. It does not block off the freezer itself, so still can hop right in here. Pino looking for the resistance. He should be able to hear the case noise going down around the corner from him, but does he want to get aggressive? No, completely misses the top-down angle from Hungry, and he just takes him out while Pino's standing still. Another member of NIP falls now as Psycho tries to rotate. Yonka going to be able to find one against Kamikaze as well, and just like round number one, the entire defensive matrix for NIP downstairs falls apart at the seams as G2 just walks right in after a hatch drop.
They just simply can't kill G2 on the entry. I don't know what else to say. They're losing almost every single gunfight, and this is just very different than the Ninjas in Pajamas that we're all used to seeing. G2 all of a sudden making some magic happen. Jonka gonna get that kill, and that's huge push forward, and they're going to continue to do so, prioritizing the white hallway. Muzi, though, trying to play spoils. He'd be downstairs inside of pillars, but he only has the bulletproof camera, so he's just gonna have to try and simply shoot through that floor. But Muzi's gonna be able to get one. Kayak still sticking the plant on trash right now, and he's going to get away with it. Put us into post plant in the 3v3.
Another situation where NIP get away with a plant here while enemies on the NIP side of things are incredibly close to the situation. We could see Kamikaze trying to get aggressive back out against that counter plant, but no, he's going to go down pretty much immediately as a result of that. Muzi trying to do the same thing. He succeeds, though, taking down Hungry. Now is a chance to retrieve Kamikaze, bringing him up. Both Muzi and Kamikaze are going to be incredibly low after that retrieval. Julio, the only one that's at a real fighting HP here, he's going to have to make up the difference, as he's been trying to do throughout the rest of this match. But keep in mind, time's getting low. Only a few seconds left for them to get onto the case itself. Citizen has the cross. Is he ready for the aggression? As here comes Julio now, rounding the corner, and that's it. Unless someone's on the counter defuse, it doesn't matter. Even if they wipe out G2, the round is theirs yet again. We'll run out of time. The diffuser completes its cycle, and G2 take a fourth round. Ultimately, first time in this half, really, we've seen NIP be able to successfully hold the line. Aggression for Muzi finally is going to pull out, and it's going to be able to take down Citizen. Hungry down as well, so it's not looking good right now for G2. Kayak gonna make an attempt to try and bring Hungry back up, but he's stuck in a corner here. Has to be so careful of the aggression from NIP. The good news is because of all the previous rounds, it has been relatively controlled. No one from NIP actively hunting it down, but never mind. Hungry spotted out just at the corner of Psycho's eyes, takes Kayak down to just the last player standing now. No real time left to make a play regardless. He does have the case in hand, but he's gonna walk right into Pino as NIP finally claim a second round at the end of that. NIP taking a very similar approach to G2, relying on the drone intel and everything they can build up on the top down, but Candelas are working their way in, flooding out Cigar as well as the main bar here, Cocktail as well. Pino's able to leverage that into his second kill on the round as Kayak goes down. Where's the rest of G2 at, and where's the execute coming in from NIP? That's the question, as everything was thrown out there, but the follow-up is a little bit weak. Julio just starting to work his way in now, but it works. Finds out Hungry around the corner. They're not ready for him. Virtue a little bit different though, as he's able to find a response against Muzi, but now in a 2v4, G2 have to be careful with every single step they take. Never mind, Citizen jumps out and about, picks up his next one, and as does Virtue as he reignites himself into Cocktail. Pino trying to swing against him. He will succeed for a triple. Gonna have to make it a quad though now, as Citizen denies it, but ultimately goes down to Pino as NIP take the opening round of that. At this point, Junka was in the area, but obviously just gonna drop down the hatch. I don't know if he saw the drone or not. Could lead to his death if he doesn't. And there we go. Julio takes the fight. Junka seemed to be aware of the situation, but still cannot traverse to the next room and get himself to the safety of Train. Psycho possibly gonna run into some similar issues here as he's in a fight with Kayak now.
Some damage dealt to them, but from behind Julio, ice in his veins, taking down yet another G2 member, and he's been the bane of their existence inside of round 8. We'll see if he can possibly get the ace as 2 more members spin around the map. Citizen currently on white stairs, as well as Virtue, I believe over near Library. Virtue be able to finally fire back, some artillery lands, and it's going to take out Pino, still leaving Julio and Psycho on very low HP.
Virtue with a lineup here against the push coming in from one of the members of NIP. Wants to be so patient about this though. Just Julio as well would only need 1 or 2 bullets to connect onto him in order to make up the difference and take that player down. The same fate will befall Psycho as well if he's going to get overwhelmed. NIP know this. They're inching their way forward towards the site, but they don't have a lot of time to play around anymore. They need to get on. They need to get on now, and they need to start this plant process. G2 though shutting it down. No one able to make it forward, and G2 hold on to run the timer down and pick up a round for themselves.
Don't have as much access to the map as G2 did. G2 provided a lot of pressure as well as was able to drop down that freezer hatch to continue to fight places like bunker and things along those lines. So this round's still going to be very difficult as we go into the last 20 seconds. Ninjas in Pajamas, not very many options here, and they need to get the ball rolling. They started off by taking down Citizen, but Junka will get the refrag. Muzi hopping into Bakery, but there's a rotation as well as a player sitting right inside of Prep Kitchen. Kamikaze takes down one, but they're simply waiting on the crosses. An easy kill for Virtue. He'll make it double, and that's going to be the round. Can't get it with the pistol, but he can! Pops him right in the head. Julio loses some IQ points, and G2 up on match
Uzi
point.
starts to get aggressive from Cigar, who's been maintaining this position for a long portion of this round. He's able to find Hungry. Citizen finally fires back, but nearly loses his own life in the process. Under 25 HP now as he takes down Pino and brings us into a 4v3. The rest of G2 also restricted down onto the second floor in a very big way also, so NIP should be relatively clear to go for a plant themselves, but quite a few of their members still need to get into the building, and that accounts for some of the angles that G2 have set up to counter this right now. You can see that repel for Virtue. Kayak finally getting into position to find something here as well. Catches Julio with his pants down, and now Virtue gonna look for another one, but no, he can't make those shots land. Psycho successfully hops in. The plant more than likely will go down. Citizen tries to deny, but he gets denied himself. Into a down state there as Kayak comes back into the fight, but he's also immediately traded up by Muzi. Virtue trying to make this happen alone as he brings it into a 1v1 here now, trying to bring it back for his team and trying to end the game here and now. He might actually be able to reconvert this into a 1v2 as well. Gonna try and go for the res. He's gotta be so cautious though. Kamikaze sits right around the corner. Can he deny this res? It's not looking like it. Citizen, oh no, never mind. Virtue hasn't even started it yet. Here comes the attempt now. That'll bring him back up. About 13 seconds now for G2 to take this player out and get back onto him, but Kamikaze's holding. He takes down Citizen. Virtue is all that is left, but Kamikaze can just play this for time at this point. Sees he's running in. Virtue goes around the corner, but Kamikaze gets the better of it, and NIP's hold on.
Back foot. Kamikaze's going to start to try and get some Christmas control. Did they eat this up? Oh, looks like the hologram's not exactly going to work out. Oh, and they know that Junka's playing close. Hungry with 2 now. Make it a double. It's going to be trouble now for Ninjas in Pajamas as Kamikaze falls, and so does Pino. Virtue with one of his own, and oh my, it's going so very wrong right now.
NIP tried to bring aggression to the table in this round, but it continues to fail them at every single avenue. Muzi, the only one that can get anything done, and he's instantly traded out as G2 take control of the map, take control of the matchup with a final score of 7-4.